It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be reacting to DBG ranking the 100 top cards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, I've heard a lot of you guys kind of say, Ty, you've got to react to this. DBG doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, I just want to start off by saying DBG has kind of his own unique opinions. A lot of what DBG thinks and kind of his opinions are just solely for DBG. So it'll be going over my opinions as well as kind of giving my reflection on DBG's opinions as well in this video. Again, massive shout out to DBG. If you are new to the channel, have not yet, please consider smash that subscribe button as we are on the road to 90,000 subscribers. It's a long video, so get your popcorn out and let's get ready. All right, let's see.
I mean, I kind of have to, don't I? Number 100, Kevin Huerter.
I mean, we're starting this off with Kevin Huerter.
Now, this guy right here.
This card stinks, guys. Whatever you do, don't watch this video and think, wow, at number 100 is Kevin Huerter. I need to pick him up. This card stinks.
Goal limitless spot up.
This
got
card
no
is
chef,
literally
but I'm telling
garbage.
you, chef doesn't matter. Like, even off the dribble, he's pulling from deep.
This card is garbage,
He's got
guys.
93 ball, 84 speed, 84 acceleration. Defense isn't good, but it's not nearly as bad as everyone says.
How is it not as bad as everyone says?
Like, he has 79 lateral quickness, sure. 75 steal, 79 perimeter defense.
He doesn't have a defensive stat above an 80.
If all of these stats said 80, instead of 75, if all of these stats said 80, his interior is not even that bad.
64 is not good.
If every one of these said 80, and they were dark green stats, everyone would be talking about how he's a solid defender. He gets great dunk animations. And while he doesn't get quick first step,
this card is literally
he's
garbage.
got shifty, and he's got the best behind the back in the game with one of the fastest releases in the game and Troydan on quick.
That card's
This
garbage.
guy is dangerous.
Whatever you do,
Is
do
he gonna
not
be
pick up
great
Kevin
used
Huerter.
competitively? No. Is he great in clutch time? Yes.
I see Kevin Huerter and I start
PTO?
laughing. There's so many better
This card-
options than Kevin Huerter. This card
Super
stinks.
fun card to use.
He stinks.
And he can score.
No, he
It's like if you're wondering why I like
I've seen enough about Kevin Huerter. This card stinks.
he can score with the best of them.
Who's at 99? I need to make my own list. Forget this. I need to make my own.
I think might be one of the most underrated players.
This card's good.
Again, every time I use this guy, I have success.
This card is good.
Like, there is no
This card at the 2 is better than Kevin Huerter at
point
the 2.
guard in the game that have as much success with as Eric's now.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Let's stop gassing
obviously,
at DBG.
there are a lot of point guards better. You guys will see who my new pink diamond point guard is in my Nobody Spent episode tomorrow. Like, there are a lot of really great cards in the game, but for some reason, the point guard I have the most success with is Eric Snow. That's why I hate putting him here at 99. He's got base 28, which is not particularly fast, but for me, it's the easiest release degree in the game.
It is easy to green, but it's kind of slow.
He's got fundamental dribble style, which is okay. He's also got 93 3 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Isn't going to dunk.
Defensively, he's good, and if you give him this duo,
chef on silver as well. Mismatch expert. For me, the easiest release to green. Really, really great defensive stats as well. And his player, as high as 6'3", 6'6" wingspan, his player building game is huge.
It's player build, yeah.
I'm putting him at 99 because I know for most people he's not going to be great. But for me specifically,
now, Eric Snow's good. I'll vouch for Eric Snow.
Then a card that I'm probably going to underrate for most of you guys. A card that I kind of like, but I prefer.
You have Devin Booker at the same place basically as Kevin Huerter. Do I even need to keep watching this video, quite honestly? Like, this is awful.
Devin Booker, he's got like his 87 lateral. He's got his goal limitless spot up. He's got his blinders. Like, this, there's night and day difference between these two Bookers. Like, I'm just going to say it right now. I'm much for Huerter. This Booker, even though one week.
No way you prefer Huerter to either
thing with this
Booker.
Devin Booker here is they just shortened his wingspan. Like, every other Devin Booker, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, the wingspan thing is interesting.
No, so Devin Booker went from base set having a 6'8" wingspan to having a 6'6" wingspan in his, on his current card, which is really weird. But 86 speed,
he is so much better than Kevin Huerter.
93
it's
ball.
Ridiculous. I don't even know why we're even comparing the
problem
cards.
is that I hate slasher dribble style. That's my least favorite dribble style. But base 4 and quick is a super easy release to get off.
Slasher dribble style is much better
back
than
when
base.
the kind of people were side deciding, he's kind of tough to stop on defense. Only 3 hot zones though. It's not as big a factor this year as it was last year. For me, really solid player. I think you might say 98 is a little bit too low.
It is
but
way
you guys
low.
are gonna see like 97 is Sam Jones. Like, guys like
no way we're comparing Sam Jones to Kevin Huerter.
Mullen didn't make the list. Weber did in fact make the list. Chris Mullen did not make
the
the list.
No way we're
Sam
comparing
Jones
Sam Jones
so
to
many
Kevin
great wings
Huerter
in this game. That's really tough. So Sam Jones has got
Sam Jones is really good. Sam Jones is really good, guys.
No
I want you guys to
interceptor.
know that.
He's got like clamps, got half quick first step, great 3 ball, great lateral quickness, Good enough driving.
So much better than Kevin Huerter.
He's got fundamental dribble stop, which is okay.
I used him on my nobody spent. I like
a little bit undersized 6'4".
Yeah, but
I just used him in game. He's
good.
He feels a bit better than Devin Booker. Whereas Devin Booker's gonna be easier
he
to
is
get a shot
better.
off.
I mean, I think he is a better overall player.
And
it's probably
he's
pretty
got that
close,
longer wingspans, even though he's 2 inches shorter. He kind of feels around the same height. So it's a really close one.
I do like Sam Jones.
I just prefer the fundamental dribble style to slash dribble style. So that's why Sam Jones has a slight advantage over Devin Booker. Then we got a really forgotten about card. He's obviously expensive now, but he was cheap at one stage. Sean Kemp, Pink Diamond.
He's just not
this
great.
Guy is
though.
Like, if you guys see Blake Griffin now, this guy was like the original version of that.
Yeah, but Blake's just got a way better.
So
release.
we have got for
people
Sean
use
Kemp.
Blake just because of his release, honestly.
Like
that's why people use him.
He's just an overall really good card. So like his defense.
I mean, if you look at his stats, there's really
lacking.
not that many flaws in the card.
It is a little bit lacking on the defensive end. Badge is not great, but
on
he
the
can get pretty much every
it's
badge.
fine.
Lateral quickness of 79 is not terrible for center, but he's got a bad block rating of 77 for a big. But look at this. Like again, good ball handle.
My problem with the guys like this and even like Blake Griffin is you look at how many Hall of Fame badges are. Look at how many of them are in the finishing
fundamental
category.
dribble
Like,
style, which
finishing
is
badges aren't
and
that
he can
important.
kind of shoot the ball, and he dunks at everybody. This guy was like the original point center who could.
Yeah, but
shoot.
Nobody really.
So I like Kemp. I still think he has
really
some
did
weird
anything
niche
with
role. I think you can use him in most situations. You're not gonna use him in comp because
I'm pretty sure the last list I watched for
DBG
DBG,
setting if needed. So
I
he's
saw
in here at
Bob
96. Then we got Robert Covington.
I thought he was gonna put Kevin Huerter on this list and not Robert Covington. Look,
Evo.
I like it.
So this Amethyst card, his
like
Evo
it.
doesn't make him much better except giving him half ball pest and a better driving dunk.
Man, do I love Robert Covington.
65 to 80 is quite a big difference in driving dunk. And
I used him once again on my road to 50 the other day.
Is a solid
My
release.
goodness,
he's not going to do anything, but he's going to play really good defense. He's going to shoot the ball.
He's chicken too.
Like there's a lot of guys in this list that are coned, but he's a pretty damn good one. His defense.
Can we get a better Rocco, like a pink diamond?
But if we're
Cove,
talking about
please?
budget cones, he's not Matisse Thybulle. Matisse Thybulle.
Basically the same
So
card.
what you're getting with Covington is you're getting a cone, as in he will just kind of stand there. He's probably not guarding.
Hold up, who is she in the middle of my screen? Who is she? What type of ads is DBG getting on his video? Who is she?
Ball. If he's needed to guard ball, he'll do it.
Look at his cursor. He sees her.
He's just going to stand there. Whereas
back
this
to
guy
the
is your primary on-ball defender. With these stats,
oh my goodness. 95 lateral quickness is tough.
If you're looking at his defensive badges, they are just stupid. Like every single badge.
Yeah, he's got everything he needs.
For a diamond, especially for 1.5k one, he's ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. On defense. And he can shoot when he's wide open. He's got base 20.
Dwight Howard next. He's one of the best
base 20
inside
is really
bigs
good shooting
still
wide
to
open.
this day.
Not going to do much else, but he will play defense and shoot. Then we got Dwight. So Dwight Howard, he's super fast. Got really good lateral, really good blocking.
Just an interior center, man.
He actually
what Dwight Howard
mid-range
is.
shot, and he dunks on people.
Look at those.
He's an inside big.
Guys.
He's not the best inside big. He's one of the best.
He's not even better than Nate.
I will say that much.
Though.
He's one of the best complete non-shooting bigs. He will never, unlike someone even like a Thurman, he will never hit a shot. But nah, Dwight Howard is gone in. He's gone in here at 93.
That's probably a good
At
spot
92,
for D12.
we have got Pink Diamond to Richard.
I like RJ, man. I like
93
RJ.
93 setup.
I like him more than Tatum,
Variation.
but I get it.
91 3 ball. Like stats and badges wise, this card you would say is really good. Problem is where it's with base dribble style and a release that I don't like.
It's just
A
slow.
lot of people
It's
do
not
like the
even
release.
bad.
I personally don't.
It's not
good
terrible.
behind the
It's
back
just
with
slow.
Harden though. Harden when it's so easy. Like if you know what you're doing with Harden behind the back, you can use it to get open off screen so easily.
Yeah, you can.
But again, a really solid defender. He's got really solid badges, both defensive and offensively. It's just a bit of a weird release, and
His release
of
is
his dribble
interesting.
style, he's
I will say that.
He can't really.
I don't
use
mind
his,
RJ
posterizing and
though.
dunking
I don't
well,
mind him.
which is a bit unfortunate. Then this is probably a controversial one. At 91, I'm going ML Carr. I still think
This is how are you having
he's
it?
the best on-ball defender in the game that I've used.
No,
Like I've used
no
chance.
No chance. No chance.
I've used all of the good on-ball defenders in this game, and I
he's
still
better
think ML Carr is the
than-
best.
than-
I
I don't
think
know.
he's
This video came out yesterday. There's no chance he's better than Kawhi.
Offense is a bit like
There's
bit
just
of liability.
no way.
Again,
He's
stats
got
are almost
86
perfect.
speed.
Badges, gold interceptor, half pickpocket, gold clamps. Can't get any shooting badges, but I've used him enough that I can agree with him.
No, he
I know
can
again
bring
for
shots,
most people,
and he's not terrible.
You're
but-
gonna. I was about to say, if anyone has ML Carr from season 1 has been using him, you'll be able to shoot with him. And I'm pretty confident that
he's not terrible though. I mean, I don't hate ML Carr. ML Carr is better than the new triple threat online reward we got, so can't really hate on him.
Join or just starting the game are not going to get ML Carr, so that's not really a real point to make. Most people are going to enjoy using them or don't have them. At number 90, we're going to go Pink Diamond Stephen Curry.
Okay, Pink Diamond Steph, I don't mind it.
It doesn't matter which version of PD Steph. Basically, this version here gets quick chain on silver, and he gets.
Basically, now the new Steph just has all those on gold, and I think
he gets
maybe
quick chain and he gets something else.
And he's better shooting wise. With half limitless.
I'm not sure. This one is lacking in two really important dribbling badges.
The new Steph is elite, though. I'm going to be intrigued to see where the new Steph's at, though.
Oh, and mismatch. Sorry, mismatch expert. That's it. So you get mismatch expert in silver and quick chain on silver on this card, and then you get half chef on the other one. And
he's fine, though. Steph is...
Can he give it half chef? But
Steph is fine.
9 speed, 9 acceleration. These defensive stats are a lie. I just really want to put it out there. These defensive stats are a complete lie.
I don't even know if it's that's a lie. It's just his player model is so bad.
Defense. But he can shoot the ball wide open.
His
you can
player
get open
model
with
is
the Curry slide, since he's
terrible.
the only player who has the Curry slide, as well as Stephen Curry dribble style, which is basically quick. You can get open with it, great. He was better before the patch. Before the side-to-side patch, he was better. Then we got PD Embiid. They're the same card. He's just too slow. Like 94 lateral.
Not bad, but he's just slow.
81 3 ball's not spectacular.
Is he better than Dwight?
He's got goal mismatch expert for some reason.
When we get a better Embiid, he's going to be a top big in the game because of that release.
He's got 9.
I just want to throw that out
Dream
there.
Can
we get a new Karl-Anthony Towns, please?
Something, I guess.
I mean, I just want a new cat, man. Make it so I can have fun playing this game.
43 steal, no interceptor.
Yeah, Embiid's not very good in general.
And he's not the greatest shooter.
He might be too high.
And he can't dribble or anything. So, look, this card could have been good if 2K didn't make him a copy and paste of the card from 2 months earlier. Like, he came out on the 7th of December, and 2K made him a copy and paste.
2K's never going to make a good moments Embiid, though.
It is what it is.
He's a good card to drop in packs.
Great. And I think maybe you could argue that him being on this list and ahead of someone like a Amethyst Granger or a Purvis Short, or heck, even a Dominique or a Jarvis Hayes is probably
Dominique's not on this list. Is that what I'm
hearing?
sure
he should be on the list, to be completely honest.
Dominique's not on this list. Is crazy.
Yeah, Glenn Robinson.
Glenn's again a solid card. He's solid. Good might be gas.
Solid. He's still to this day solid.
He's a solid card.
Is really good. Fundamental dribble style. He's just solid.
There's not really any flaws with Glenn. I think Glenn's better than Gus
nowadays. So you are new to the game.
I mean, if you have either of these cards, they're still usable. I mean, they're not terrible.
There's no point in you even being bothered with these.
Especially if you
better cards for like 5k MT than both of these guys, but like 81 3 about 83 speed, really solid stats. There was just something about Gus. And
Gus the Bus is good.
And I've used Glenn, and I will say this. Compared to Glenn, there was something about Gus. Gus just had something.
I agree,
he just had that
especially defensively.
He was better in game than stats and badges would suggest.
And I agree, though.
I don't know. I've used Gus recently. I use Gus quite frequently because if you guys know, I just constantly change my players in clutch time, and he still has whatever that if factor is. He has it.
Yeah,
and we've got this guy is so solid, Sadiq Bey.
A lot of these cards are solid, but Sadiq Bey is one of those Ruby cards.
In terms of like jack of all trades, master and none, which is what Gus Gerard and Glenn Robinson was. I think Sadiq Bey is better. Yes, he doesn't have the half badges of Glenn Robinson, but he's got more golds than both.
I mean, he's just a solid overall card. You can't hate on
stats-wise,
Sadiq Bey.
He's more
just
solid.
Can't get limitless.
Doesn't have the great ball handling. Like, he can't dribble. Unfortunately, big dribble style's terrible, but you're not dribbling with any of these guys anyway. He's 6'7", 6'10" wingspan.
He could be kind of a cone that's going to play decent defense.
He's got base 31, especially on current gen. He's a gold sniper, which is huge. Go quick for a step. He's got all the badges you need on defense.
Sadiq Bey is
he's
fine,
really good on that end of the floor.
He definitely is fine.
Sadiq Bey is spectacular. He's spectacular. There's a reason why I used him in most of my squad.
I'm not going to hate on Sadiq Bey at all.
Season 2, I used him almost all the way. He's not.
I wonder where he's going to have Amethyst Eddie Jones. That's who I'm interested in.
I wouldn't lose really much. Then we got Hagen. I have Hagen. He's all right.
He's okay, man.
He's all right. He's one of those.
He's okay. Is he better than Sam Jones?
Even though he doesn't get he doesn't put limitless spot up, and I haven't put it on.
Maybe. I mean, overall, Cliff Hagen's good. I am convinced
in my team, Chef and limitless spot up do the same thing. As in, I've put Chef on a bunch of guys that don't, or I've shot from so deep off the catch. With
there's
Cliff Hagan.
something weird with Chef and Limitless. I don't understand.
And I'm greening consistently enough that I was like, okay, he definitely has Limitless spot up. But he doesn't. He has Chef. And these are off the catch. And then there are loads of players that don't have Chef, and I'm greening off quick stops with them really easily again, when I shouldn't be. It's like...
No, it is weird. The Chef and Limitless
still shoot off the dribble.
Interesting.
And like Huff, and guys with Huff Chef are still very, very good.
I've always felt like Limitless just matters more,
it's
but
like
I don't know.
2K when they bumped up, when they tried to figure out what Limitless spot up and Chef did, they just said, yeah, splitting these into 2 badges is not good, and both of them seem to do the same thing. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'd love to test it in my team because I know it's not the case in my player, but I've so much like anecdotal
I don't know.
myself and loads of other people to say that cards with Limitless spot up. I know some people say, oh, Chef doesn't even matter. Once you have a Limitless spot up, you shoot off dribble. And then I was just like, yeah, that's what I feel like. So I'm going to try it with Chef. And then with Cliff Hagan, he still shoots from miles away.
He does have a 92 3-ball and all those shooting badges. So maybe that's the reason he shoots so good. I don't know.
3-ball. Really solid defense.
Stop and pop, 2 volume shooter. I mean, Cliff Hagan's good.
He's just small.
He's good,
Cliff Hagan is the definition of a solid player. Really decent Ascension player.
Yeah, for Ascension, he's solid.
But he's not spectacular. He's good, though. Then we got Vince Carter at Pink Diamond. I'm just putting this out there. Vince.
I love you, Vince.
Carter, Pink Diamond. Don't ever buy him because he's like 70k.
Don't, but he's good.
A decent interior, good 3-pointer, good driving dunk.
I can't wait for the new Vince. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, 6-Man Sam. All I want for the New Year's is a new Vince Carter.
Slasher dribble style.
People can have, Clay, Kobe, Kawhi. Let me get Vince, okay? Let me get my
the same
Vince.
shooting-wise.
It's the reason I've been getting popped lately is because I don't have Vince.
Basically the same stats-wise, just a few less half patches. Not going to dunk as well.
The Amethyst Vince is going to be good, though.
But honestly, this Vince Carter for 2000 he's one of the best value cards in the game. This Vince Carter for 80k is, in fact, now one of the worst value cards in the game. Because...
yeah, there's not much of a difference between the two cards.
This card here exists. They're essentially the same card. So, then at number 83, we got Dejante. Honestly, use either of the Dejantes. Okay. The difference is this card has slightly better stats than the other one.
I think Hall of Fame floor general matters quite a bit, but I really do, especially if you're a budget baller.
This one gets half floor general, where the other one only has only has floor general on gold. I would rather use half floor general with the lower stats.
Me too.
But they both play essentially the exact same.
I mean, yeah, you're not going to notice the difference.
A good 3-point shooter, not the greatest dribble, not the greatest going to the basket, but a really good defender with a 6'10" wingspan and being.
I don't really love his release either, but I mean, he's a solid card.
A lot of steals. He plays decent. He doesn't. Well, he gets mashed on, but he doesn't get mashed on as bad. He does,
but it's like his player model is. He's like 6'5", 6'6".
Shooting wise, he's more than good enough. He's one of those releases where he kind of floats into his jump shot a bit like Dinwiddie. But still one of the better point guards. So he's going to play the post, obviously, but that's kind of his only weakness. Still a fantastic card. Then number 82, we got Pistol Pete Marvitch.
Ooh, he's a card I honestly have forgotten about.
Card right here. There's just something I don't like about him. Like, if you would have said a shifty dribbling point guard with Ray Allen base, a 93 3-ball, and it was 6'5" when he came out on the 26th.
He's an awful defender, though.
If you would have told me that card was a card that I wasn't going to like.
He feels like 6'3".
Crazy. For Pete Marvitch, go quick for a step. He gets no defensive badges. His log range is 80, which is not terrible. Steals.
Maybe it is because of the defensive badges. I don't know, though. I have not had much success with this card.
In terms of shooting, he doesn't get sniper. He doesn't get limitless spot up. Comes with silver chef, which is kind of makes up for it a little bit. But I don't know. Only comes with 3 hot zones. Doesn't come with one on the wing, which is one of the most important spots for a point guard. He comes with one in the corner, which doesn't matter. I think we do got to go Pistol Pete Marvitch this year.
It's just his player build is, I don't know, it's not great. His player build is not great. I do not believe he
is the good Pistol Pete Marvitch. So, after Pistol Pete, we have got Steve Nash.
Okay.
So, Steve Nash is that little bit smaller than Pistol Pete.
He's a card when he came out I thought would be better than he is now. Like, I'm not super high on him anymore, but...
But he's got some solid defense.
Especially in clutch time, he's solid.
I want to give him a few extra ones. He's got half sniper,
25 interior hurts.
Expert. He's also got like a half chef, half dimer, half bullet, half needle threader. Defensive stats are really solid. Not good interior though.
25 interior.
Solid
hurts.
Speed and acceleration. Good 3-pointer, and I know. I just think in game he's that little bit more effective than like a Pink Diamond Curry. His dribble style feels like a better fundamental.
It's okay. Nash's dribble style is not crazy good, but it's okay.
And it's just maybe with the way it is, with just the way his player build is, it just feels like a fundamental but faster. But yeah, a really nice card. Then we've got
Nash
the best
is solid.
fully interior center in the game in Andre Drummond.
Look, I'm not high on Andre Drummond, but if you get him in the draft mode, he's okay.
This card's so slept on. If you don't need your center to shoot the ball, he's one of the best players in the game. Like, he rebounds so well.
I can't disagree. I just can't. He just can't shoot or dribble at all.
Great steal, great block.
Like, they even gave him bullet.
There's a 90% chance. I would say a close to a 90% chance that I'm going to pick this guy and be on level 40. Because, well...
And that's the problem. He's the guy you got to pick in the beyond level 40 because it's so bad.
I'm not taking that bum, Keith Van Horn.
I'd probably take... I don't got limited rings, so that's who I would take.
Like, it really is a choice between...
I wouldn't
Keith
take
Van Horn and...
Keith Van Horn stinks, guys. Get the limited reward, guys. Please. I'm begging.
Him and Keith Van Horn, so it's obviously going to be Drummond. But
most of you guys probably do have all the limited rings.
88 steal, great post game. Dunks on everybody. Isn't going to shoot the ball. But again, if you don't need a shooting center with a 7'6 wing, 6'9 with 7'6 wingspan, he is the guy for you. I don't know why my brain just kind of shut off there for a few seconds. I do apologize if I kind of lost track there for a second. Then we have got Moses Malone. In a weird one, like, these cards have different overalls, but the same card. Like, they're pretty much the same card.
They have the same overalls. I don't know why on 2K database it says
that's different here and there. But you've got, like, hook specialist. I don't really like his badges. He's got silver catch and shoot. His release is iffy, but he's got a good upper. He's got
set shot one's not great. He's supposed to be able to shoot,
he's like a slightly worse. He's like a slightly worse Drummond, but he shoots a little bit better. So I think more people are gonna have more success with Moses, but it is what it is.
I mean, he at least has the
threat
to shoot. Then we've
got Rip Hamilton. So Rip Hamilton, mass, dumb mass, the same card. He's got power dribble style, which I hate. Base 40, which
power
is not terrible.
Dribble style is pretty rough. I don't mind Richard Hamilton, though. I just want you guys to know. I do not mind Richard Hamilton. If you did lock him in and are just starting to play the game again, he's a guy you can plug in and... I mean, he can play.
Base 40, it's a weird one. On normal timing, I don't particularly like it, but it's on quick, I really like it. I really
don't mind jump shot 40 on anything.
And he's also not the greatest
on
dunker
Gary,
in the world.
It's fine. It's just
all around solid stats. A good defender, good enough shooter. He's a cone. I mean, it is what he is. The guy's a cone.
Richard Hamilton's solid.
You locked in for him. I'm sorry. You literally at the time spent $1 million MT. I think he still might be like 400 or 500.
Yeah, but you got to realize you got a really good card for what, 2 months? I mean, I don't even hate it.
Then we got Diamond Drazen Petrovic, who is the better card in my opinion by quite a bit. So Drazen, it's hard.
It's a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion. He's not nearly as good defender.
He comes with lateral. Can't really dunk, but he has really good animation. So
the only thing he's gonna do is shoot the ball.
Dunk on people, but he's not gonna get blocked. His defense got like gold clamps. Yes, he's got terrible block. That's kind of his big problem. And he doesn't come with interceptor, but you can give it to him. But base 35 is, for me, one of the best releases in the game.
It is a smooth
Drazen
release, I would
say. If anything, I'm putting Drazen low here at 77. But you'll see, like...
Just because of clutch time, though.
Harden, I think Amethyst Harden's better.
In Unlimited, he's not that great. You think Amy Harden's that good? I don't know. That might be gassing.
We're going to go Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon's a card I don't love, man. I don't love him. I don't know why. I just don't love Aaron Gordon.
I got a few of him for free from the TT offline. 86 3 ball, 87 speed, 87 acceleration.
Like, I should be higher on Aaron Gordon than I am.
Blocks,
I just don't love him.
Steal, 84 pass perception, 87 lateral, 82 help defensive IQ. Like,
he's basically a Robert Covington that can handle the ball a little bit better than that can dunk.
His stats seem like a juiced up Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey is another good comparison. I just don't like the release. I don't like Aaron Gordon's release.
Greenable. It's the best way I can describe it. It's easy to green. It's kind of slow though.
It's slow.
Defensively. Pretty much every badge.
He's solid defensively. You're not going to hear me talk bad.
He's got quick first stab. You know, I wouldn't dribble much with him. I'd use him as a cone. I would use him to stand in the corner, hit shots in the corner, and play defense. Aaron Gordon, really solid player in my opinion.
He is solid.
I think 76 is probably fair for him. Then, as previously said, Amethyst James Harden is in here at number 7.
I think people gas this card way too much.
Like, the main difference between Amethyst Harden and the Diamond Harden
There's so much of a difference.
The fact that these 20 silvers all become golds.
And that's a big deal.
And you're looking at these like, no limited spot up I don't think becomes a gold.
No high zone hunter.
So you're thinking, it is an upgrade to go from silver to gold.
It's a lot bigger of a difference.
But like, I still think that this Harden can be super, super effective. Like,
he's okay.
I'm tempted to put James Harden back into my team.
Let's settle down.
I'm really, really tempted.
He's not better than Sam Jones. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I do not think this James Harden is better than Sam Jones. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Harden back.
A lot of you guys might disagree.
My team,
Offensively, he's better, but I don't think he's better. A better overall card. I don't.
Like there's a big stretch of cards that are coming up, like ending with say Zach LaVine and Anthony Davis, where it's kind of like a lot of the other cards that I think you could argue Harden could be even up even higher. Great release. If you like the Diamond Heart, if you have this card, he's like the Diamond Heart, but slightly worse at everything.
That's basically
He's a Diamond Heart.
It's hard to even compare those cards.
Very much worse. Slightly worse.
I think he's a lot worse. So that's where DBG and I have just different opinions.
At number
7, and I had
purely for the fact that he's a collector level reward, Bernard King. Bernard King loses about 20 spots due to the fact that most people are never going to see him. It's as simple as that. Like
the sad part is I might have to start collecting
50,
cards.
60th best player in the game
too.
And it's the same with the next guy we have. That's probably around 50, 60. But I gotta put him down a little bit, considering the fact that most people will never see him.
But if you have him, he's usable.
By the time some people do see him, it's gonna be good. We're gonna have
DBG is a valid point.
We can't forget, this is when they really started to pick up. The end of January last year was when we got Inferno packs. So this is the time of the year where 2K really started to pick up content. It doesn't seem it. It really doesn't seem it with like 2K saying,
I don't know, the tis the season drop was crazy.
F every day but Friday. None of these days count. But
Friday we're getting crazy.
Yeah,
so
King, really solid card,
well,
really good
every
release.
Friday at least we're getting some good content, man.
Time it well to hit shots with him, decent enough on defense, and just a really decent card. Then this one is a bit of a controversial one. It's the same logic. I think Gerald Wallace is good. I know some people. Literally, I had someone go berserk in my comment section, trying to tell me, he's like, "You're an idiot, Gerald. Stop gassing up these cards. Gerald Wallace is so much better than Kawhi Leonard." No, he's not. He is just simply not. He's better.
He's not better.
Gerald Wallace is not a bad card though. Like, again,
I think it's close. I think it's somewhat close.
Except shooting.
I mean, Kawhi just is a lot better release, has a better dribble style. But
defensively though, he's brilliant.
Gerald Wallace is a really good defender. Brilliant. So
there are better defenders because again, like Silver Menace, no defensive leader. But there are not that many that are
Gerald Wallace
better
is really
defense.
good.
For me, he's like a better ML car. He plays defense on ball at a similar level to ML car, and his jump shot is that little bit better. So for me, he's like a better ML car.
I'm fine with that.
Again, a little bit low because collector reward, he's just kind of very hard to get. And then at number 72, this one's an interesting one. It's Pink Diamond.
I was gonna say, I was hoping Nate Thurman was coming up ahead of Dwight.
It's one of the cards that came out in the Christmas locker code.
Nate Thurman's
I think he's
fine.
Severely slept on. Because if you're looking for a center, like 87 speed, 87 acceleration is really good. For me,
defensively,
he's,
he's incredible. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's
defensively, he's still brilliant.
Got
like
every badge.
Defensive badge on at least gold.
Quick
77
first step.
steal, 95
Can handle it a little
perimeter
bit.
is 86. His lateral's 86. Speed's really good. He's got a quick first step. He can hit wide open from the corners because he got the Drazen release. It's really good. Upper's a bit iffy, but you can hit from the corners with him. 85 driving dunk, like decent post game.
Nate Thurman's solid.
And also, like the guy's got decent speed of ball. He can push if needed. This is one of the more underrated cards in the game.
No, I agree, DBG.
With that 74 ball handle, 79 speed of ball, you get a board. You can, instead of passing straight to the point guard, you can take 2 or 3 dribbles. And with his bullet passer, you can chuck the ball full way down the court. His passing stats are bad, but again, they don't matter. So
the passing stats in this game really do not matter.
Player. Then we've got, I still like this guy. I'm sorry, I still like Isaiah Thomas.
I like him, but 6'1" is
crazy. Am I high on him at 71? Probably. I think I probably am high.
Maybe not.
With him at 71.
I don't know. I got fried by Derrick Rose the other night, last night, so I can't really say nothing.
I still prefer this guy over Pink Diamond Steph.
I do
still
too.
prefer him over Nash.
I do too.
Nash is the last point guard we have. Give me Isaiah Thomas over Steve Nash. I don't know what it is. And I've been using this guy a lot, and I've been really enjoying this guy. And the difference is that this card can dunk. That's the real difference.
That's fair.
This card is a 95 driving dunk. The other card is like a 25 driving dunk. They're basically the same except for that.
That's fair.
But he's got like posterizer. He's got floor general dimer. His defense is really solid on the perimeter.
He's just 6'1". That's the only flaw with him, I feel like.
But he's a goal mismatch expert. Like, in a world of where we have the likes of Iverson and stuff, and some people still using him, I still think Isaiah Thomas is usable. 71 might be a bit high, but I still like him.
Usable, yeah, I think.
We got Dikembe Mutombo. And we're going full
Big
on
Dikembe, man. I love this card. I do. I still love Dikembe Mutombo, man.
When the people are like saying, "Oh, the week,"
somebody ran Derrick Rose against me yesterday, so I can't say anything.
Let's not forget, like Darius Miles literally would have been a demigod in 2K19 at the end of the game, and so was this card. Like Dikembe,
this card is elite.
83 3-pointer, Comes with sniper. Half catch and shoot, half corner specialist.
This card is
half
elite.
set shooter, half volume shooter. 64 speed, which was not bad at the time, but it's still kind of bad. It's kind of bad now, but it's not unusually bad.
Yeah, now it's bad, but at the time it was really
lateral,
not bad.
94 block, monster player builds. No interceptor, but still like this guy can mash the hell out of you. Like he is a.
The Kembe is mash
still block
man.
shots well, and he has a really good duo with Eric Snow. I'm telling you, the Kembe he's overpriced, but like the Kembe still to this day is usable.
Especially if you give him that duo, he's
I'm
tough.
going with 1st of October, Josh Smith.
Okay.
I'm
fine with Josh Smith
one
too,
of my favorite
especially if you
cards
badge him up. Especially if you badge him up, man.
I still like this guy. I've chucked him in sometimes in my squad in clutch time, and I'm like, this card still can play. So he's got a lot of silver defensive badges, but trust me, silver's enough. Silver's enough. Like, I think people kind of underestimate, say, silver and bronze badges, because there are certain badges on silver that they really are still decent. Like,
I mean, yes, but like interceptor, I mean, ball stripper, intimidator, you want them on gold.
Or gold versus silver intimidator. I barely knows the difference. Half is the big gap. Silver versus gold clamps, pretty much no difference. Things like
it's a matter of opinion.
Kind of matter. Hustler.
I'm not a badge expert. I'll be the first to say.
Silver gold doesn't really matter, but it's on gold. But again, half the gold a lot of time is bigger than silver to gold. But at the same time, things like clamps. No clamps to bronze clamps is a bigger gap than bronze clamps to half clamps. But yeah, Josh Smith, if you can get his release down, and most people can, he's still a really solid option, especially for his prices.
Josh Smith is definitely solid.
Then we've got Zach LaVine. Now this is where things kind of get a little bit interesting because,
I don't love Zach LaVine. Never have, never will. But there's a lot of people out there that swear by Zach LaVine.
There's
a lot of people out there that swear by him. So I can't really.
Look, you could replace a guy in the
really
90s with LaVine. I'm not going to argue. I think the real
offensively though, he is elite.
Starts with 66 guys that I would suggest to pick up, but LaVine can play on offense.
It's just
his defense
is
lacking, but again, he's a little bit like Herder, where it's like it doesn't take much to get all these stats to 80, and if all these stats were 80, people would be saying he's solid on defense. Can't get the badges. That's what the problem is.
The big difference between him and Herder is he can move.
Offensively, bronze limited spot up, bronze chef, brilliant release, quick dribble style. I think later on the year we're going to get a really good Zach LaVine, and by later on the year, I think in the next 2 months we're going to get a really good
player model is not great. That's the only problem I have with Zach LaVine.
I think he will be a very good card to use. It's just unfortunate. I remember last year we got a couple of moments. Zach LaVine.
I want a good DeRozan
It's just unfortunate that 2K have just basically just said screw moments cards. They don't make enough money. Let's stop doing them. Then at number 67, we got Anthony Davis. Now this is an interesting card again.
He's a card I kind of miss running, to be honest with you. Like I kind of miss running
jumpers. 80. For me, he's like a much worse Evan Mobley. His rebounding is horrific.
Mobley's
horrific. I would never I did not like this guy center for his time, but I think on power forward I prefer him to like a Josh Smith. His speed's pretty good. His defense is pretty decent. He's still more than usable. He hits jump shots. He's a really decent cone power forward. And he's a good corner defender as well.
So 80 is definitely solid.
In here at number 66.
The only problem is no rebound.
I think there's quite a big gap between 80 and Wes. We got Wes in here.
I do love Wes Unseld, I will say.
I think this is kind of the start of the guys that I would maybe suggest to pick up if you have the chance. So like Wes Unseld here.
He's just different because 80 is taller.
85 speed, 85 acceleration, 80 lateral, 85 driving dunk, 78 3 ball, but with the Kobe base.
Fundamental dribble style. You can handle the ball. Really good playmaker.
Corner's hot zone as well. Play him a power forward. Don't play him a center.
Unseld, I think, is underrated.
Interceptor. You don't need to give him clamps. Give him an interceptor if you can. But he becomes a half rebound chaser, half pogo stick. He's also got.
He's a card I kind of want to try out. I don't know what his price is right now. I'll look, but I kind of want to try him out. Maybe for my no money spend or something.
He's just overall a really solid card. Again, this is not like the Wes Unseld. Every year we always get a really good Wes Unseld. This is not that Wes Unseld.
He's good though.
Not a bad player.
Definitely solid.
If you ask me, he's not
definitely a solid option.
Not a bad player at all. And then after Wes Unseld, we have got number 65. We get De'Aaron Fox.
I like De'Aaron Fox.
Is on the list.
I like De'Aaron Fox, man.
Steve Francis, I didn't even put on the list. I don't like Steve Francis anymore, even though he was like 20 last time. That patch killed Steve Francis for me. But he's got 84 3-pointer, 97 speed.
I think De'Aaron Fox is the top point guard of the game still to this day.
He has got 88 steal, 92 lateral, 85 driving dunk. He's got quick first step on half, downhill on half, ankle breaker, goal clamps, goal interceptor, go pick dodger, pickpocket. Like his defense is good. His movement is really good. Comes with shifty or quick dribble style Paul George release. Kawhi behind the back, dunks on people.
Now, De'Aaron Fox, there's a lot to like with this card.
Like, I think
his player
as the year
build
goes on,
is very
we will
small.
get a better Ja than this De'Aaron Fox. But as of right now, he's a lot better than Ja, in my opinion.
He didn't put Ja on this list
he's quite
at
a
all.
bit better than Ja. Then we got Weber at number
I thought Weber would be right with
64.
AD. That's probably where I'd have him, but
Chris Weber, 82
I don't
speed,
mind
82
this. I don't
acceleration,
mind this spot for
83
Weber
ball.
at all.
Solid post game. He's got
So far, overall, DBG, this
Don't
list
trade
has been
lateral,
good.
but all of
I
the
will
defense
say,
stats are good.
this list has
He's got
been
hustler,
good
rebound
overall.
chaser, box,
I have to say.
interceptor, post
I'm
moves,
impressed.
lockdown, rim protector.
Really impressed.
He's got bullet, dimer, glue hands, 85 driving dunk as well. And his release, base 22. It becomes, after a while, this release is easy to green. It's hard to green at the start.
It is.
After
At
a while,
the start,
becomes
it's
easy.
like,
I
ugh.
would have maybe suggested picking this guy up earlier on in the year when he was like 40k. But thankfully, the bots no longer snipe at 70k and they snipe at 60k. But the pink diamond bots have kind of ruined pink diamonds. They made them all way too expensive. Actually, no. They made some of them too expensive and some of them just ridiculously cheap. But anyway, number 63. If this is my personal list, it's a top 50 card. Manu.
What in the world am I listening to, man? You're saying a top 50 card. This card is not even better than Sam Jones.
I don't know
Top
why.
50 is crazy.
I don't know how. This
Top
has become one of my
50
favorite
is
cards in the game.
Crazy.
Like, is he that good? I don't know. He's missing most of the key badges. His stats are fine.
They're not
70
good.
driving dunk again. Sometimes you like to see lower driving dunks so they get the bad dunk packages. And the quote-unquote bad dunk packages in previous years are actually good dunk packages. They don't get blocked as much.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to tell me how Manu is good.
Base 18. I don't know what it is. Again, shifty dribble style is good.
No way you
Put him
say you
behind the
like.
back, you can
No
basically
way
same
you
to
say
Harden
you
behind the back.
like you jump
He's
shot 8.
just got rim grazes off when he never gets blocked going to the basket. And I never miss with him. I don't know why. Because he should suck.
He should be on this list. But maybe in the 70s or 80s.
Suck. But he's one of my favorite players in the game. He's my starting 2-guard. I sold Klay Thompson because I wasn't getting significantly better output with Klay Thompson. And I'm telling you right now, Klay's in the top 10. Klay is in the top 10.
Top 10 for Klay.
And yes, Klay's better than Manu. But I sold Klay and put in Manu. Like, well, basically, if I was playing competitive, I would never run Manu. But Manu is just about good enough that I'm confident I can get.
I need to
Jay
grind
Rich really
domination
high
at
with
some
Manu.
point.
That's basically what.
I don't want to grind
Marcus
domination,
Gasol,
but I
super
know I
overrated
need
card
to.
right nowadays. He went from super overrated. Like, I did overrate him. I think as time's gone on, like, the D-Rob over Marcus Gasol debate isn't even a debate.
Yeah, it's not. Shut that thing down. I shut it down day one. I got fried.
Big thing with that
Never was a debate.
A kind of a hot fix is a big reason for that as well, though. That people don't realize, like, back when these cards came out in the middle of November, on next gen, on current gen, it wasn't the case. But on next gen, it didn't matter what badges the player had. If they had like a 60 steal, they would never catch the ball. It's why Kevin Garnett, in my opinion, was garbage on next gen when he first came out.
I always loved KG. I always loved KG.
D-Rob kind of struggled.
I mean, I
the
just
ball would
did.
hit these guys' hands and they would never catch it, whereas Gasol would actually catch the ball. But Gasol, I like that release. I know a lot of people hate it. I like the release.
It's an awful release.
He's got 81 lateral.
This card's
He's
not
got
bad, though. I just want to say, this card is not bad. He's not bad.
Good shooting
Better than
stats.
D-Rob is
Shoot
crazy,
ball from
though.
deep.
He's not bad,
He's
though.
got goal
But better
clamps,
than
goal
D-Rob
defense
is
leader,
crazy.
hustler, goal interceptor, one of the best defensive centers in the game.
He's
He's
just
very
slower.
expensive for what he is as well.
Just a little on the slower
Pretty
side
sure
of
he
things
comes
for
in at a
my
similar
liking,
price to
but
D-Rob, and look, he's not D-Rob. He's not bad.
He's not bad.
Don't
No,
get me
he's
wrong,
not.
Gasol's
He's
not
not
bad. 62 is a decent spot on this list. A very, very solid center, but he's more expensive than what he's worth. In my opinion, again, like someone like a Wong Jiji is slightly better.
Big
Wong
Wang?
Jiji is...
I don't know about Big Wang being... I don't think Wang's better than AD.
2K.
So, I mean...
So, anyway, 61, we got Ray
That's
Allen.
my opinion.
I don't know what it is with Ray. Like, I should like Ray.
He's
I
okay.
don't.
He's just 6'5".
Like, I like Red. And you would think, oh, Red and Ray Allen are similar. I don't know. It's the Ray. I've never liked the Ray Allen upper in 2K.
It's interesting.
I've never liked
I mean,
Ray
even
Allen
in
upper.
past
I liked
years,
Ray
it's
Allen last year
interesting.
on next gen. I hated
Yeah,
Ray
he was
Allen's
good on next gen.
2K20 card. And I know everyone loved that Ray Allen Opal in 2K20.
The Opal, he was solid, but he wasn't even like better than T-Mac.
Like,
when he
I get
came
hit
out,
wide
so,
open with him, and that was about it.
Ray's
But
solid,
99 3 ball. Great.
though. Not necessarily a top card in the game, but he's solid.
Range, though. Unlike Red, who was hot. Defense, he's mediocre. Like, he'll shoot for you. For me, I struggle to do anything but shoot with him. And I just don't like Ray Allen. I don't know what it is.
Badge-wise, he's good. He got 52 base
Then we got
badges, which is
Detlef.
solid. Detlef's solid. He is solid. I want you guys to know he is a solid card in my team.
Solid speed, solid three-pointer, gold range, solid defense.
Much better than the new triple threat rewards we have. Detlef
He's got
is
a lot of
usable.
length.
He is solid.
He's got a lot of length. He can shoot the ball. I'm annoyed that I played way more games in the vault with Shrimp in there. I never got than with Big Country in there. Never got Shrimp in that Big Country. So I'm a little bit angry at that.
Big Country is literally garbage.
But like 86 lateral, 80 drive and dunk. He's a sniper on half. Volume shooter, blindness, clutch shooter, green machine, hot set under limitless.
Detlef's a guy, I mean, if you got him, he's usable, man.
Interceptor off.
Basically, a top 60 card is not bad.
Block and rebound chaser. So
I don't know where Jonathan Isaac's going to be
solid
at. I mean,
you play at the 3, you can play at the 4.
That's really where I'm intrigued.
Honestly, he's tall for either of those positions.
Yeah, he is.
He's a really solid player. If you happen to get him, or when they both come back into the boards, if you happen to get him, he's a really good player. Then we got Bill Russell. And this honestly just depends on do you like his release. Bill Russell's defense stats are brilliant.
I don't love his release, but he's still really good.
His shooting stats are very solid.
He is still really good.
His stats are fantastic. How do you get away with base 17?
I think it's better than base 18. I personally do.
17. Base 17 is brilliant.
I think it's better than.
Can you get away?
Set shot 18.
Set shot 17.
My opinion.
If you can get away with if you are okay with using a slow release that's easy to green, I will admit it, set shot 17, just like 18, and just like 16.
Set shot 17 is easier to green than set shot 18. I was scared on that.
Terrible to green, they're just very slow. If you can get away with set shot 17, this is one of the best centers in the game. And this might be the best value player you will pick up because his defense is immaculate.
Yeah, it is good. He's the best value player.
Perfect.
And I haven't even seen Wang yet. Wang's higher than Bill Russell, I think.
Gold interceptor instead of a half interceptor.
He's still really good.
That's really the.
Like Bill Russell, no matter what card you get, is really good.
Only major defensive problem he has. But I mean, it's just the release. The release is terrible. But if you can get used to that, he's brilliant. And speaking of a guy, if you can get used to his release, as brilliant as Marion.
I need to hold on to something.
Like there's something about certain releases. Like in my opinion, the historically bad release
like Sean Marion, man. I do not like it.
If there's a way to test this, this is just.
I do not like Sean Marion one
something that I've noticed. I think Splash is saying it as well. That guys like Sean Marion who have a slow release, like historically, base 39 has not been a good release.
That might be true, but I still don't care.
For me, it's the same with guys with base 18.
That release is disgusting.
Set shot 17, Rodman made every white, and like even Marion with no sniper seems to make every single white. Defensively, immaculate.
He is really good on defense.
There's a reason why RCA ran him in the last 250k qualifiers, where he qualified at number 2, and then got disqualified for God knows what reason. Half interceptor as well on Marion, which is insane.
Interceptor, that badge is so important. I will admit that badge is really important.
Once you get used to his release, which is easy to shoot whites, it's hard to battle him this time as well. He's brilliant. But then we just got Paul Silas, who I think is just slightly better.
Paul Silas
has got very similar defense.
Draymond base.
He's not quite as good a shooter, but he can get every shooting badge.
I like his card.
And he's a better release.
I wish I would have got him. I didn't really grind that much for him, but I wish I would have got him.
He's a shifty, which is something Marion doesn't have. And he also does come with half interceptor. Now, this was a guy, he came out day 1 of season 2. Like, he came out on
he was good, man. Paul Silas was good.
I still stand by this right now that he is almost as good as Kevin Garnett, who was the main reward.
Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down, DBG. Let's calm down. KG's a top 10 card in the game. Let's calm down.
If anything, I've put him too low. We got Grant Hill at number 56.
My GOAT Grant.
So Grant Hill again.
Can we get a new Grant Hill card 2K? Maybe when they can play shooting guard, please.
83 3-pointer, good shot in base 1.
Might have a new one by the time the new
he's got 93 speed, 93 acceleration, defensively solid.
Incredible.
Quick first step. Again, his half badges aren't the greatest, but he's a good defender, good shooter. Not the greatest dribbler, again, with base dribble style.
He's not, but I still love Grant.
He'll be a really solid cone, and he's 6'8", so he's got good length at that small forward position. I just realized we are 42 minutes in and we're at 50, so I need to speed this up a little bit. At number 55, we've got Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown's still a really usable
He's
card.
Okay. I don't know. I never was that high on JB, though. I never have been. I don't know why. I've just never been that high on
Base 75 is one
Brown.
of the ones that I don't really like that much on normal. A little bit like 40, but I really like it quick. But it's fine on normal.
I mean, it's
he's
easy
got a
to
silver
green.
Limited spot up, gold sniper, so he's gonna hit his shots.
He's fine. He just really can't. Yeah, he can't really move.
He's got 89 3-pointer, 89 speed,
Does
89
he have base dribble style?
90 lateral quickness, a good steal rating. He comes with gold interceptor, gold clamps, half pick dodger, which is huge. And again, just a really, really solid 3
I don't hate Jaylen Brown at all.
and D player at that 2-guard position. Honestly,
He's fine, man.
This one is that little bit better. I think is a half catch and shoot. Well, half catch and shoot is quite a big badge to have. If I'm being complete. Oh, which is the badge? Which is the badge difference in this?
I think, what is it? Catch and shoot? Is it not?
Posterizer. Posterizer does matter, but not for a card like this because
I don't know. I feel like I don't be using contact dunks that much anyways.
But get either Jaylen Brown. They're both brilliant. Then at number 54, we got Wong Jiji. So Jiji Wong, one of the best shooting, if not
I will say I've not tried weighing out that much so far. And on the no money spent, we're gonna have to.
Between him and John Collins for the best shooting.
You're gonna see why we're gonna have to
take John Collins over him. But his speed is if he had 78 speed, we'd be still looking at a card that people use. His lateral's not the greatest, his speed's not the greatest, but he's 7 foot tall. He may as well be 7'4" with how big his player build is. Hot zones everywhere.
We're gonna see, Wayne. We're gonna see what you really get into, man.
Post comes with quick first step as well. Comes with silver interceptor.
Like for guys that just picked up the game, I mean,
Wong Jiji is a card that will never be forgotten, lads. And I can almost guarantee you, we're going to be getting a fan favorite Wong Jiji later on in the year, and that's going to be one of the best cards in the game. I'm almost certain of that.
Big Kevin Mikhail, he's solid, man.
So Mikhail
card's good.
Stats wise, really decent. 55 steals, not great. So it's the Jaren Jackson Jr. effect. It's not as bad as it used to be. Like when this card came out, the 65 steal was the case, or 55 steal was still a case where he couldn't catch the ball. But he can get steals now. It's just a set shot 3. I don't mind set shot 3. It is kind of awkward, but I can agree.
I do not like set shot 3 at all.
I know a lot of people
want you guys to know, I do not like that release.
Kevin Mikhail is getting 53. Number 52, we got Duncan.
Big Tim is good
without the shooting.
Tim Duncan is
81
good.
Speed, 81 acceleration, 85 lateral.
Even his release is easy to green. It's on the slower side of things, but it is
all
easy
these top defensive badges. And he's got Tim Duncan release. I don't know why. I prefer Tim Duncan release to Bill Russell's release.
I do too.
He shouldn't
Absolutely.
be. His ball handle is a lot better, but he shouldn't.
Nah, I thought he was about to say the KG's release, and I was about to say no way.
Bill.
But Tim's good.
Decent in the post. He can hit from the corners, especially that right corner. And yeah, Duncan is not the greatest card in the world, but 53,
really good defensively.
52, sorry, it's fair for him. At 51, we have Calvin Nat. A little bit undersized.
He's solid, man.
Flip Calvin Nat and Paul Silas. Paul Silas is better than Calvin Nat.
I think it's close. I think it is really close between these two
better
guys.
Than Paul Silas. I do admit that.
I think it's really close.
He doesn't dribble the ball better. His defense is slightly worse. Not much worse, but slightly worse. I don't know.
The cards are close.
I was making this list, and honestly, making this, Paul Silas is slightly better. But I don't mean a lot better. I mean, Paul Silas just is slightly better. He's slightly better. Calvin Nat's still really good.
I think it's
number 50, we got Mikhail Bridges.
Ooh.
So, Mikhail Bridges.
That's a little high for me. I do not think Mikhail Bridges is better than Paul Silas or Calvin Nat. I don't. I do not think so. I'm sorry.
Lateral,
I just don't think so.
Really, really good free throw.
If you think he's better than Paul Silas, Calvin, I guess.
But that doesn't matter. He's got great defensive badges, and he's got half interceptor.
He's good.
A quick first step.
He just really can't handle the ball.
He has power dribble style, which is not great. And his ball handle's not the greatest. He does run around quite. He can just run around in circles and dunk on people.
He can, but it's not.
4 hot zones out of 5 and base 80, which is for me a really easy one to green. I definitely think he's basically a slightly better, in my opinion, Paul Silas. They have very similar player builds or player like arm wingspan as well.
That's just my opinion.
Mikhail Bridges is just a little more slimmer player build, and his wingspan feels longer. But again, I think that's
maybe I'm low on Mikhail, and I've used Mikhail a lot. But
number 49, sticking with the 3 Hall of Fame and Tim interceptor players in a row, we've got the 99 pass perception, Alex Caruso. I mean, it's that kind of matters, but like they really advertise they give him 99 pass perception. Why could they not just give him a 99 steal?
Anything outside of pass perception. What in the world?
It's hilarious. But
it doesn't matter for the average person, though. I mean,
85 3 ball.
Caruso's good.
17.
Caruso is
I like his release. He's not a primary ball handling point guard.
No, he's not.
He shoots the ball really well, despite not really having the greatest shooting badges. Because again, he has hot zone hunter, 4 hot zones,
and catch and shoot matters.
He's more capable of being
hot zone hunter. You guys see it.
For me, he's a much better version of Duncan Robinson, or not Duncan Robinson, Dejante Murray.
I agree.
Got an interceptor and half goal climb.
I think a big reason is I like Caruso's jump shot a lot more than
not the great dribbler.
Though.
Will dunk on people if needed. Great in defense though. For me, he is that little bit better version of the. Oh my god, I'm struggling to think of the guy's name. Dejante. I've forgot his name twice. Almost called him Duncan Robinson a second ago. At number 48, we got Iverson.
Okay.
Like,
I don't hate this spot
he's
for
a
Iverson.
6 foot tall point guard.
I don't hate this spot for him.
I'm gonna get him.
I'm not
I'm gonna
anymore.
get him.
I was gonna go for him. I'm not anymore.
The
I'm
fact
not.
that
I'm not.
Aaron just shows how good he is, but
I don't think he's
he's
better
a
than
6 foot tall
De'Aaron.
point
I
guard.
don't think
can't put him
Caruso
any
is
higher
better
than
than
this.
De'Aaron either. To be
Sorry,
honest.
his stats can be perfect, and they're not far off being perfect. I just can't. He's got half ball stripper, which does help if someone's paint mashing. But like,
I don't
people
think that
should
can
realize
save him,
after
though.
one time where they mash 3 times, the ball gets stripped, that they just need you just fake once and the ball stripper won't activate. Got limitless spot up in a game where 3 hunting's kind of dead because of the way the side to side is. Like, he could have been good if.
I don't know if 3 hunting is dead. It's a
Patch
lot
didn't
harder
happen.
to do though.
But the patch did.
It is definitely a lot harder to do.
And we got Damien Lillard, who I'm putting 1 spot ahead of him. Some
agree.
people would have Dame higher, and I'm cool with that. I think Dame is a.
Dame's really bad defensively too, though.
I literally attack Dame.
He might be
Dame shouldn't
worse
as bad
defensively
defensively.
than
His stats
AI.
actually aren't awful.
Like, he might be
But like,
a
whenever I
worse
see Dame or
defender
Iverson on the
than
floor, I just run
AI.
at them the whole game.
But I
I'm like, I'm
honestly
sorry,
like the way
but
Dame
people's
moves
like, oh,
just
that's
as
not
much.
that's not real basketball, just exploiting mismatches. And like, I'm sorry, hashtag SimNation. The logic is very, very flawed from hashtag SimNation. They're the type of people that will demand you not quote unquote cheese, but also say like one of the most common concepts in all of basketball of exploiting mismatches is quote unquote cheesing.
Well, I mean, mashing a small dude is not
They'll demand
cheesy.
that they're sim, that they play
Mashing a guy that's your own height or taller
basketball.
is cheesy.
But yeah, you'll like force switches on pick and rolls,
That's
which
kind
is
of
like
my opinion,
the
but-
thing LeBron does, and then claim you're cheesing the game and it's not real basketball, despite the fact that realistically what you're doing is probably more close to real basketball than a lot of the SimNation guys are running flare screen plays every single possession to glitch the AI.
Imagine
Hashtag
running
SimNation.
flare screens.
But yeah, Dame, offensively brilliant, defensively non-existent. There's a reason I got rid of him on my team, because he was just such a liability on defense and people just kept attacking him. I have a lot more success with Marcus Smart than you with Dame. But yeah, now we have got
Marcus Smart offensively
46
is not
with
even
Dave
close
Cowens.
to Dame. There's different.
Dave Cowens' release is really good again. That base one is one of the easiest releases.
He only has 27 total badges,
Fundamental
which
dribble
hurts.
style, not a great
But
ball handler.
a lot of
really
good defensive
really good on
badges, which
defense.
matters.
Goal interceptor. For me, he's very comparable to a Bill Russell, except even without the shooting
fair.
badge and the rating.
That's fair.
He's better.
I never have used Dave
That's probably
Cowens,
the
but
best
he's
way to
solid, no
For me,
doubt.
He's just a better Bill Russell. Then at 45, we got Eddie Jones.
The GOAT. I love Eddie.
Eddie Jones, a really solid player.
I love
90
Eddie,
speed,
man.
90
I
acceleration,
really do.
93 ball. Definitely on next gen, he is better than the next guy. On current gen, he is worse. But he's got half interceptor, which again is
I like
really,
Eddie
really
quite a
important
bit,
badge.
though, man.
Maybe the best badge in the game. He's got gold sniper. He's got no limitless range. And slash dribble style, which isn't great. But overall, a really good player. One of the best 2 guys in the game. The guy I currently run at the 2. Then we have got Jay Rich at number...
I don't think Eddie Jones is better than Jason Richardson on either gen. I don't. I don't.
44.
I'm sorry. I just
So
don't.
Jason Richardson, he comes out like sniper.
I don't
The
think
real
Jay
difference
Rich is worth the grind, though.
Jay
but
Rich gets range, and again, like he gets half quick for a step, but power dribble style basically negates that. You got slightly better stats on Jay. You got better offensive stats and speed on Jay Rich. You got better defense on.
I need to really start
and
grinding
you
my
replace
team
half
unlimited,
interceptor
and I'm not looking
or
forward
half
to it.
quick for a step downhill, catch and shoot, and limitless. So, do you want more offense or more defense? I think in game they
Jay
play
Rich
very
defensively still is really good.
Some people
though,
prefer Jay
guys.
Rich, some prefer Eddie Jones. I think they're very similar, and the reason again,
I think Jason Richardson's the top
I was gonna
25
say
card
that.
in my
It's
team.
exact, very, very similar release. And for
Yeah,
me, it literally just
you guys
depends
can
on
hate
what
me
you
for
want.
saying that I think he's a top
Then we
25
got-
card.
I think this guy's card
He's
with
not.
the correct badge.
He is not better than Jason
better than
Richardson.
both cards,
Heck
actually.
no. He
So
is.
I
He's got 6 Hall of Fame badges. 5 of them are
really
slashing.
like
So
base
then
5.
what?
And again, none of these guys
He
truly are
is
going to go to the basket. They're all
not
just
better
gonna
than
count.
Jason Richardson.
But like you
Heck
don't give
no.
fly directs like limitless spot.
No chance.
He's got
no
interceptor. He's got
chance.
silver clamps. Give him gold
No
interceptor.
chance.
Defensive stats are more than good. Great job dunking. He's some of the best dunk animations.
And
in the
I'm
league.
not.
That's
I don't
better.
hate Clyde.
I
I don't hate Clyde.
think because of his
He's not
wingspan-
better. He is
so
not
because of
better
his
than
height,
Jason Richardson.
decent
no.
wingspan, and just
Heck no.
the release that is, in my opinion, a little bit better than 31. I'm putting him 1 spot higher. There's
No.
not much in it.
No way.
I'm putting him 1 spot
No
higher.
way.
And
That's
honestly,
terrible.
with the price difference with how much more expensive Clyde is, especially when you're trying to badge up Clyde to an Eddie Jones, just get Eddie Jones.
No
Number
chance.
42, we
we
got Marcus Smart. He should not be here. Marcus Smart's not a 42.
Where is Marcus Smart then? If is he not on the list? He might have just not put Marcus
whatever
Smart
really
on the
good
list.
player you like that is not on this list at number 42. I have completely forgot who I have.
I don't even know who that would be.
And there is nobody left. There's nobody.
I want to see where Jonathan Isaac's at.
To put in. I have Marcus Smart down at 42, and he's most definitely not 42 because I know exactly where he is on the list.
On the list?
I think I might just put Smart down twice.
No way you have Marcus Smart higher.
Sabonis. So this is the top 99 players. Add in whoever you want at number 42. Arvydas Sabonis, 66 pieces.
He put Marcus Smart at number 42 and then decided he wanted to make people mad.
So you might be saying, these stats look like Dirk Nowitzki. They do. The difference is that Arvydas Sabonis is a quick enough release. And he's
7'3".
He's 7'3" with a 7'3".
Badge-wise has everything.
Problem is, again, 95 stamina. He will still get Gatorade symbol after 3 minutes. Stamina does not matter with a wide player, build player. It happens with Shaq. It happens with Eddie Curry. It happens with Big Country. These guys get Gatorade symbol after 2 minutes. But I'm telling you, this guy in the right hands is still a top-tier center in this game. Again, in the wrong hands,
Sabonis is fine. I've played against him and struggled, but he's fine.
I'm surprised he doesn't get half post. Does he get half post playmaker? Like, that makes no sense. Like, of
it really
every
doesn't
player
make
in
sense,
the game,
but it's
where
2K.
is post playmaker?
It's on gold.
Oh, sorry, he's got it on gold. If any player in the game can get it on half, it should be him. But again, he's 7'3". He's the best.
Sabonis when he came out, especially, was really good.
Yeah, he's going in here at number 40, 41. The number 40. I'm sorry, the way the game is right now, Stephen Curry.
No way he has him at number 40. This is bad, DBG.
Is number 40.
This is really bad, DBG.
If this was pre-patch, his defense, he's still not going to play defense. These stats don't matter. He's still not going to play defense.
This is really bad, DBG.
If this was
This is really bad, DBG.
Patch, I would put Steph Curry probably in the top 15 cards in this game.
This is really bad,
He's
DBG.
the best 3-hunter in the game. He's better than Iverson. I will fully stand by that. He's better than Iverson. He's not much better than Iverson.
Bad DBG.
He's 6'3". His player build makes him look 6'1". He's going to play no defense whatsoever. If you are not dropping 30 points in a game with Steph Curry, he is probably a net negative on your team.
Here's what I'm going to tell you guys, though. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys about Steph. Offensively speaking, and even on the defensive end, yes, he might get matched. He is elite. I don't care. I think Steph Curry's at least top 30. I'm not going to say he's top 10. I don't necessarily think that, but I think he's top 30. And if you want a fun card to use, Steph Curry's him.
If you are dropping 30 points a game with him, then...
I mean, he's a fun card to use, man.
Games, ignore it. A lot of people will have a lot of success with Curry. I just know a lot of people are not going to have success.
I want to see who your point guards are ahead of him now. I want to see it. I want to see it, man.
The vast majority of people I've played with this Curry or the Pink Diamond Curry have not been great
Pink Diamond Curry is way different.
The only player, honestly, that's cooked me with Curry was freaking Tex. And then once
Pink
I
Diamond
Curry
is way different.
But, yeah, he's in here at 40. At number 39, we got Cliff Robinson.
He's solid.
Yeah, this guy's brilliant. He just has a bad release.
His release is not good, but stat-wise, even his height is really good. I like how most of his bags are defensively.
It's not just set shot 3, it's with the upper.
Fundamental dribble style is nice, though. Cliff Robinson overall is solid.
Stats and badge is good enough that he belongs relatively high on the list. And number 39. Number 38. Spent an hour here, and we have only gone through like 63. So I'm going to shoot these last ones fairly quick.
Larry Bird at 38.
Larry Bird, 85 speed, 85 acceleration. Unbelievable shooter. He has that really cool step back as well, which means he hits a lot.
Talking about step backs right now? You got to realize most of these people watching this video don't know how to do that.
Larry's just not going to miss if he's open. He's got clamps. He's got hustler. So even though he doesn't come with
release is kind of slow, though.
Hustler is one of the best badges in the game. 85 steal is good. Really, really good power forward to use. And Larry Bird for me is number 38. Number 37, we got Jonathan Isaac.
I was wondering where Jonathan Isaac was going to be.
Cards. Still plays really good defense.
37, probably about where he
jump
belongs.
shots with him, great. He's 6'11", his wingspan is 7'2".
He's solid.
A really nice player. Defensively, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic defensively. Gets in lanes. Still to this day, a really good player and a more than usable card in almost any situation. Like, you could still use him today in comp and you're fine. Then number 36.
Almost to the top 35.
A card that I'm not as high on as I was in the first day. It's Coutinho Mobley. Coutinho Mobley.
Stop saying Coutinho.
Good. Don't get me wrong. Better than Isaac, but he's not that much better. So he's got like
I've used him once in taking a shot with him, and I don't know what about him. His release is just
for me like Coutinho Mobley versus Jaren Jackson Jr.
He's saying
initially I said, you know what, it's
crazy.
definitely Coutinho Mobley. The more I use him, the more I think, you know what, it's probably Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jaren Jackson Jr. on current gen way better than he is on
right
next
here.
gen though.
I did not think 68 strength would bother me as much as it does. Because in previous years, strength, the only downside of strength was you would just get eaten alive by just being by bully ball. Like players would play bully ball on Mo Bamba. But this year, he gets eaten alive in everything. Like,
yeah, Mo Bamba used to get fried.
He has all these defensive badges. He gets bullied. He gets shoved out of the way for rebounds. If there's a 50-50 ball, doesn't matter with his hustler, he will never get it. He gets bullied by everybody.
I'm intrigued to use Mobley. Again, I've not used a lot of these newer cards since I was on vacation.
He's still brilliant.
I mean, I'm excited to use these cards.
I thought he was going to be... Like,
so I can't really comment on
Mobley.
Mobley.
This guy top 15. But the
top
more
15 is crazy.
He's good, but he's flawed.
Top 15.
Then we got Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr.
I like JJ here.
This is a...
he's a good card.
Really
better on current gen than next gen.
Problem is that this is the funniest thing ever with the Moments cards is that, like, Jaren Jackson Jr. averages less than 1 steal a game. His current day card has a 63 steal. He gets 2 steals in the game where he has his Moments game. And 2K give him a 43 steal.
Hey, man.
He gets
I want to know what goes into 2K making these stats,
steal.
though. Like,
again, another sign of 2K
I don't really
don't
care
about the game. They just
but
see someone get a game.
I want to know like, how they come up with
Moments
these
cards
stats.
were reflective on how the player played in real life. Now it's literally like, oh, this player had a good game, give him a random card. But an easy to green release, not the quickest release, but easy to green.
It's way better on current gen than next gen.
And for me, 43 steal, this would have been a huge problem back a couple of months ago again when the steal stat meant more. But the steal stat doesn't mean that much anymore. For me, I just think he's the 82 strength versus 68 is the big difference.
I like Jaren. I always will. I vouched for him when he came out, and I still will to this day.
And Mobley, I slightly
a lot better on current gen now.
And we got Boogie. And I tried to type in Boogie. Is it Marcus Cousins? We got Boogie Cousins.
He's okay. I mean, as a stretch big, he's okay.
He's got that wide player build.
Just not my favorite player in the game. Okay. He can handle the ball, though.
He doesn't come in deceptive.
Defensively, he's nice.
He's a decent shooter.
He's just an all-around big. That's all I can really say.
The wide player build is just good. He sets screens well.
He's just an all-around decent big. If you like DeMarcus Cousins, here you go. Because if he was Karl Anthony Towns, you know I'd have him in vouch for him.
He's very similar.
So.
Again, these guys all in a row are very similar. But the number one, this is the guy of all these like kind of secondary tier centers.
Don't even think about putting David Robinson.
All these guys are good centers.
Don't even think about putting David Robinson.
But they're probably secondary tier. Again, we've got Jaren Jackson Jr., who's like mid-tier price. We've got Mobley, we've got Boogie, who's very expensive. We got Jaren Jackson Jr. who's mid-tier price. Mobley is budget. I mean, these guys are all similar.
Who's next?
Go get Mobley. But if you have the tokens,
or is there not a next center?
Go get yourself John Collins.
Look, I've seen and heard a lot of people who've had John Collins and have said that he's not good.
Go get yourself John Collins, honestly.
I don't know enough about it.
For me, his player build makes him seem like 6'11". He's got defense stats that don't.
Here's what I say. If you do want to run John Collins, you better have a shoe that upgrades the defense.
He's got all the key badges. He's got like rebound chaser. He's got pogo, which again is more important than rim protector. Although rim protector, you do want to give him that badge.
I don't think pogo's that important, honestly.
Post lockdown, interceptor.
At this point, if somebody gets that deep, it doesn't matter.
Decent of steal rating. But the big thing is that with that Kobe release, it's that Wes Unseld release. Kobe release upper 70. He's the best shooting big in the game. He doesn't have a limitless spot.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I think KG might be the best shooting big in the game. His release is so chicken.
I was convinced this card had limitless spot up. And I've played with Collins in like 50 games. I've been chucking 4-pointers with this guy in clutch time consistently, and he's been hitting them. Like, that's how good his release is.
Well, and he's got a high 3 ball too. So I mean, if you have a 93 ball, you can shoot from pretty deep.
That's how good he is at shooting. And number 32, we have got Kirilenko.
Still 32 is not bad.
He's got a little bit outdated, but he's also not outdated.
I sold mine the other day when I picked up some of the newer cards, but AK, I mean, he's solid.
88 speed, base 29.
If you are no money spent and looking for a 3-and-D guy,
and a 20,000 MT,
there you go.
He's actually not a really bad player to get it all. And number 31, we got John Wall.
31.
Now this is a card that I didn't like pre-patch.
31 is interesting
because moving with the point guard became less important, and he can still do the kind of quick burst off a standstill, off quick first step.
Yeah, he can.
Like there is a certain burst you can do, where you just switch You flick both. You say you're facing right, and you flick both analog sticks the same direction. You get this really, really cool burst. It's the only burst you can get off base, but I don't even mind base dribble style. He's got John
because
Wall
of that, I get
release,
it.
which is really good. He's got silver limit to spot up. So bronze limit to spot up, it's upgradable. He's got quick first step, diamond.
Wall, I mean,
really good defense.
Wall is good, and you could probably find a
Wall's
super
really good,
one.
but
I mean,
I still think
know.
Smart is slightly better. He doesn't have the hot badges, but what Smart has is, in my opinion, equally as good a release. Quick dribble style, which is big. Defensive animations, I think they're very, very similar. Shooting wise, I prefer Smart. Dunking wise, obviously, I prefer Wall. But Smart gets half chef, so I got gold chef and silver limit spot up. He shoots him a little bit deeper. I think it's a really close one. I prefer Smart to Wall. But
there is no way we are taking Marcus Smart with 0 Hall of Fame badges. Look, guys, look at his playmaking badges. No tight handles, ankle breaker, dimer, handles for days, hyper drive, quick chain. He's not going to be able to dribble at all at the point guard position. And with the way the game's played, you better have at least 2 guards that can handle the ball. Marcus Smart can't.
Defensive animations, I think
now
they're
what are
very,
you going
very
to do?
similar.
No Hall of Fame
Shooting wise, I prefer Smart.
I'm sorry.
For Wall.
Marcus Smart came, like, he's a really good budget option. But you guys are going to make me start saying he's overrated. And I don't even want to do that. That is terrible.
I prefer Smart to Wall.
That is terrible.
It's really, really close.
Nobody runs Marcus
Then
Smart
at number
for a reason.
28, we got Blake Griffin. He's the cheapest pink diamond in the game. He's really good. Like, you can use
Blake's
this guy.
solid. The problem is basically all of his Hall of Fame badges are
And don't let me
slashing.
tell you can't. Like, 77 block isn't great, but he's got 6 down with a 6'11" wingspan. But his player build is fine. He plays that bit of defense. His release is unbelievable.
His release is
by
good.
This guy plenty of times.
His
I've been
release
talked about
is
a lot of good
definitely
players.
really
Used
good.
this guy plenty of times. He's really, really good. He's got dimer. He's got special delivery, ankle breaker, quick first step on gold, sniper on gold as well, corner specialist, catch and shoot. Your rim protector, rebound chase. Like, again, a really solid card.
Blake's definitely
no major
solid.
flaws in him, and a really good on offense. He's like a way better version of the Sean Kemp card that we got a little bit earlier on in the year. At number 27, we have got.
Oh,
This might even be low. It's Diamond Harden.
I think this is low. I like Diamond Harden quite a bit. I definitely do.
I think I very
Having Marcus Smart above Steph is
pretty much
crazy.
top the
That
Harden. I
is
think I'm probably
crazy. That is
underrating
crazy.
this Harden right here as well. Silver limit spot up.
Definitely
Every
not,
other
because
back
Harden's
pretty much
really
on
good.
gold. Defensively, again, he needs an interceptor, but 89 lateral. Good. Lucky 7, which is a great badge to have, especially if you're playing clutch time. 85 driving dunk is good, and he gets the dunk animations. His go-to dunks are James Harden, and he gets basic one-handers. He never gets blocked. James Harden dribble style, same as fundamental. This is one of the best point guard or best 2 guards and primary ball handlers in the game.
James Harden is
and
soup,
he's
man.
actually not even bad on defense. He's not even bad on defense at all. At number 26,
Almost
we
to the
got Paul
top
George.
25. Okay.
He's a cone.
PG at
He's a pretty damn good one, but he's a
26. I don't mind it because I used to say I like AK just as much, so I don't mind
So,
it. I ran
90
AK
speed,
and
90
claws over
acceleration,
him,
90
so I
with
don't.
3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 93
I can only say so
There's
much.
just something I don't like about this guy. He's basically got every badge in the game.
Paul George is good
44
though.
silvers,
I mean, he's
44
really
golds,
good.
8
He's
silvers,
got 60
6 hops.
badges.
Like, we're looking at a dude with 60 badges.
I think I'd like Paul George more in current gen than
It's
next
kind
gen.
of crazy.
I don't know.
If you look at the badges he doesn't have, like, none of them matter that much for a
Paul George is
for a guy
good.
you're playing at the 3.
I think I've
His
underrated
release is
him
good,
quite a
dribble style,
bit.
same as fundamental. Behind the back's not the greatest, but again, a really, really good card.
He's good.
And then this is a really close one. I prefer Batum to Paul George.
Heck no. No way.
Paul George
No way. No, I'm skipping through this. I am not listening to how Nicholas Batum is better than Paul George. And I like Nicholas Batum, but I'm not going to sit here and listen to that. I'm just
Off
not.
Dimer, Draymond.
I'm just not. I'm just not
Most
doing
people
it.
prefer Batum.
Just not
It's a
doing
very,
it.
very close
Just
one.
not doing it.
Then number 24, we got Draymond.
I like Draymond.
We got this Draymond right here.
I do like
Off
Draymond.
Dimer, Dame behind the back. Really good jump shot. He shoots.
You won't
well.
ever hear
He's
me
brilliant on
talk
defense.
bad about
Draymond's one of
Draymond.
the
I
best
like
defensive
him.
player, power forwards in the game. As well as that, he's got that super good behind the back, so you can use him as a ball handler.
You badge up
Like,
Dre
I
and you
used
got
him
a really
quite
good
bit as a
player.
secondary ball handler in one of the games of the Road to J Rich that I had a lot of success in. I used him as a secondary ball handler, and again, a brilliant card right here in Draymond. Moves well, shoots well. There's nothing really this card does badly. Yeah, like if I'm
I like Draymond. I mean, he's on my road to 250K, so I can't hate on him.
Maybe he's just not. Well,
He's
number
short.
20. He's 30,000 MT, 25,000 MT. He's number 24.
Very good for a budget.
I don't know.
though.
Like, I don't know why I'm looking for negatives. This card's brilliant. At number 23, we got Dolph.
Okay, I do think Dolph is
slightly
a slightly better Draymond. I do. I really do think
Simple as that. Like, Dolph, I still think can hold his own.
I agree.
Like, you need to give him
slightly better Draymond, but
he's at 89
both those cards
speed.
are really good.
He's got big dribble style, which means he's not going to
Jump shot 38 on
he's
quick.
gonna shoot way better.
Nice release.
Like, he's got gold limitless spot up and base 38 on quick with a really good upper.
Dolph's really solid, guys. All the way around.
Really solid on defense.
I think Dolph can play the
Draymond
center
good on
position
defense,
better,
but for me, he's a better rebounder than Dre, and he shoots the ball way better. It's like with Dre, you get the ability to play as a secondary ball handler, but for Dolph, you get the shooting. And for me, I just think that there are more.
Both of them have really good releases
shooter
too.
At the power forward position than dribble, because most time point guard and two guard are going to be able to dribble, or at least two like your players in the court are going to be able to dribble.
What we got next?
Number 22, we have got Julius Erving.
Okay. I'm fine with Julius Erving. I mean, in the top 25, it's going to be basically all preference.
Off-range, 94
the shooting guard position is a mess.
On
you got him, you got Jimmy, you got Clay. Got all these cards. I mean, just throw them all together, man.
Really good release in Rudy release. A brilliant player. Long wingspan as well.
Dr. J is really good.
His movement
I can't really say much bad about him.
Greatest slasher dribble stop. But if you can get into a situation where he's dunking, he's going to dunk. And he shoots the ball really well. He plays it like a cone because of the way he moves, but he's really, really good anyway.
He's a really good shooter, too.
And then, at number 21,
we got Jimmy?
We got blank. So, add in whoever you want into number 21. We got Wiggins at 21 and Wiggins at 20.
Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say, what? Wiggins at 20? Over Dr. J? You're not gonna hear me complain. I like Wiggins.
This list 3 times and not notice certain mistakes.
I like Wiggins, man.
But 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 84 3 ball, 99 driving. Like
not the best shooting guard in the game anymore, but he's good.
And he's 6'8". Let's not forget this dude's a 6'8". 6'8" 2 guard.
I've used Wiggins in some wages and stuff, and I like the card overall.
He's got really solid defensive badges. He's basically every badge you need except for sniper on gold. Like badges
limitless too.
For a wing, like limitless spot up would be nice to have, but again,
I mean, badge wise, he has 48 or 46 total badges, which is solid. Jump shot 22. I mean, I've liked Wiggins since when he came out. So,
well, he might not be the most fun to use. He's gonna be a really good competitive card.
Yep, I agree.
We got the opposite. Maybe the most fun player to use in the game. Jamal.
I'm stunned.
Jamal.
I am looking at my screen so stunned. Jamal Crawford, I would not have in my top 40.
Crawford.
I would not have him in my top 40.
You go and put limitless spot up. And
you talk about a guy that I fully badged on my nobody spec on my last, and I just had no success with him. None. Defensively terrible. Steph Curry is better than this card. I will stand by that. Steph Curry is better than Jamal Crawford.
You've got maybe this point guard in the game. He's
6'5". Not even close. 6'5" feels like 6'3".
6'8" wingspan.
6'5" feels like 6'3". Skinny player.
This card with the right badge is what
Trey Burke release is so overrated.
Marvitch should have been. He's got Trey Burke base on normal, which is something I really like. He's got shifty dribble style.
This is the most overrated card in the game.
He's a 75 driving and basic dunk, so he will dunk quite well. He's got insane dribbling. He's got a skinny player build. He's just...
Look at the defense.
So shit.
And it's not like, oh, I can add defensive badge. You want to add defensive badge? Oh, but he needs blinders. Oh, and he needs chef. Oh, and he needs limitless. Oh, and he needs mismatch. And he needs sniper. So he needs 5 shooting badges, so you can't badge him up on defense.
Half quick per step, half quick chain, half
so I don't even want to hear that.
Half anchor.
Doesn't have dimer.
His movement is just different. Offensively, he's insanely good.
Most overrated card in the game.
No, something like a Wall or a Smart.
Overrated card in the game.
Is he maybe not a fun card to use in all of my...
Steph is way more fun to use than Jamal.
And something has to be said for that, so he's in at 19. At number 18, we got Carmelo Anthony.
Ooh, this probably right for Melo.
He plays a lot better defense than these stats suggest.
I upgraded my defensive stats.
There is no more...
Melo's fine.
It's hard to describe. There's no more safe pair of hands than him.
He's fine.
Which is ironic because he doesn't even come with half glue hands. But as in, late in the game, every time the ball hits Carmelo Anthony's hands, I'm pretty confident of grading. Like, there's no player I felt like that this year. Melo releases back.
The crazy part is he came out as our season 1 XP reward, and he's better than our season 3 XP reward.
What he used
4 months, 3 or 4 months later. It's crazy.
Like super, super easy. He's not going to dribble. He's going to be a mediocre defender. He's going to rebound somewhat well. His player builds.
Melo's just a good all-around card.
I
mean, badge-wise, he's pretty complete.
He will never miss.
Is he better than Paul George? I don't think so, probably. But
at number 70, we got Red. Speaking of not missing, Michael Red's the best shooter in the game. Ray Allen base, Michael Jordan upper lefty.
I will say though, that's all he's gonna do.
You would think, oh, how is he better than like Dr. J? I don't know, but he is. Defensively, he's brilliant. He's one more underrated.
He is good defensively.
He's
I
like
will say.
Completely juiced up.
Maybe I don't just like Michael Red because I can't get him. Maybe that's the way it is.
If there's a reason why I'm play close to 200 games for the guy, I haven't got him, so I'm not very happy. Then we got Hakeem. Like, you could argue Hakeem's the best center in the game.
Some people think so. I do not love Hakeem.
Outside of D-Rob, we're talking about like legit centers. I think Hakeem's probably the next closest in terms of inside bigs, or like predominantly inside bigs who can't shoot on the outside. Interceptor is really solid.
Maybe it's because he's so expensive. I just don't like his release though. Like the release that they gave him is just like
half rim protector.
It's okay.
He's got 80 steal, which makes him a lot better than say a D-Rob in terms of that.
There's no real flaws in the card. I can't really say.
I personally can't. I've used Hakeem a few times. Hakeem's been really good. Hakeem's like a lot better than a Boogie and stuff. But there are two centers that I prefer over Hakeem. Sorry, and there's a lot of centers I prefer over Boogie, but it's a really, really close one. And number 14.
No. He's a top 10 card, man.
And this is not one of those centers.
He's a top 10 card.
Versus Hakeem is a weird one.
No, it's not. It's not close. KG's
personally
better.
Slightly prefer Kevin Garnett. He's a half interceptor.
I like KG's release
was a
lot
problem
more.
when he first came out. It's not as much of a problem now.
I love KG. I'm way higher on KG than I should be.
But there's just something. I don't know what 2K done with the AI, but Kevin Garnett just plays brain dead. He just keeps getting in the way of my team's players. I don't know what it is. I assume it is the case with every center. No matter what I do on offense, Kevin Garnett just starts running.
I love KG, man. So I'm biased, but I love
Kevin Garnett's been doing it as well. I'm guessing it's just because he's playing center. But yeah, I'm starting to get more frustrated with this card day by day. And now at number 14.
Top 15. Okay. I don't hate it. I was wondering where Jimmy would be at compared to Dr. J.
Like he really might be.
Now that we got Kawhi, it's just like Kawhi is a better Jimmy. That's all I can say.
He's not going to dribble.
Kawhi just a better Jimmy.
But he's got a good release, easy to green, 87 3-pointer. You can't give him limitless spot up. You can give him limitless chef, and I'm pretty sure that'll still make him shoot from a little bit deeper. Did I say give him limitless chef? But you can give him chef.
Jimmy's good. It's just like we got Kawhi.
Like block tendencies.
Maybe what I need to do is put Kawhi and Jimmy as my shooting guards. Forget Clay. That's what I need to do. But then you got Kobe. It's hard, man.
Not too bad.
It's hard because I still want to run Kobe. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is.
At number 13, I'm gonna get some heat for this, but Scottie Pippen Diamond. I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, and I'm just gonna.
This is terrible. No. I heard this wrong.
But Scottie Pippen Diamond.
No. Maybe 30 or 40.
I'm gonna get
No.
I'm just gonna tell you guys my reasoning.
No, there is no reasoning.
So Scottie doesn't get half interceptor, but he gets a half clamps defensive leader, half menace. Like menace is insanely good. He's 6'8". He's got a long wingspan, a big player build. He's an 85 3 ball, a release that's easy to green, not the fastest, but he comes with his own behind the back, and the Scottie Pippen.
Dog, I don't care. He's not better than Paul George.
Sure, he's got base dribble stuff.
He is not even close to be better than Paul George.
Behind the backs down the floor.
He is not better than Paul George.
He gets goal quick for
spam behind the back with no handles for days. Good luck with that.
He gets goal bullet. He gets goal diamond.
Good luck with spamming that.
General.
You're gonna get tired.
I use this guy a lot because a lot of the time people put their if they have Dame Lillard, they'll put their Dame on Scottie Pippen. He also comes with bronze post spin. You can post spin your Dame. I literally just run down the floor with him. If
top
somebody
15
is putting like a
crazy
Dame or a non-defender on him, I just 5 out and spam his own behind the back. And you can glitch. You can still glitch by people's feet with the Scottie behind the back. It's just we haven't had that many spectacular cards with Scottie behind the back, so people haven't really started abusing it this year. Scottie, in my opinion, is one of the best cards in the game. Like,
I need to move on.
I'm still.
What in the world is George Mikan doing?
At number 12,
yo,
I got Mikan.
I'm about to break my headset.
I'm still super high on George Mikan.
You have Mikan higher than Kevin Garnett.
I'm sorry. What doesn't Mikan do? He's a little bit small at 6'10".
What doesn't he do?
He's got a big player build.
What doesn't he do?
Base fours when he easiest wants to hit.
Go to his defense. What doesn't he do? Okay, so here's the problem. I like quick first step on my players. You give him that. Okay, that's cool and all. But then he needs clamps, needs interceptor. He honestly, that's maybe it. Okay, off ball pass is nice. Ball stripper is nice. You want to give him limitless?
Dribble style means he's one of the better point centers in the game. He comes with bullet. He comes with
this is terrible.
Downhill.
This is terrible. No Hall of Fame defenses.
Probably have to give him that.
It's terrible.
Shooting wise, he doesn't come with limitless, but you can give him limitless.
This is terrible.
But again, it doesn't even matter because he comes with sniper. One of the best centers in the game for me. Like when I got Gary Payton,
top 15 is crazy. I get this is just DBG's list, but top 15 is crazy.
He's still the number 2 center.
Top 15 is literally crazy.
So after George Mikan, we've got Tracy McGrady. And now Tracy McGrady is not what people thought he was going to be.
It's crazy.
But he's still really good. He was like people were so.
T-Mac's good.
And he was.
Problem is he's just not the best shooting guard in the game anymore.
You give him.
That's the problem.
Interceptor. You don't even need to give him clamps because he's not going to get a ball. Give him interceptor.
Badge him up on defense. Give him handles for days. He's solid. The problem is there's better shooting guards in the game. I mean that's just the problem.
Intimidator.
He needs intimidator.
And maybe like handles for days.
He just lacks.
His dribbling's not the greatest because slash dribble style.
Lacks
still
some
got
things.
Trey Burke release, which I think is still one of the best in the game. He shoots.
I think Trey Burke base is overrated.
Ball from deep. He plays lanes really well. He's a 6'8" 2 guard. What more can you ask for?
Cool.
I mean, I might even be harsh putting him in here at number 11.
I don't think that's harsh.
At number 10, we got Penny.
I'm fine with this.
I know who I forgot at number 21. We gotta go all the way back when I had Wiggins and Wiggins.
Magic.
I know who I forgot at number 21. I forgot Magic Johnson.
I'm fine with that.
Magic Johnson. We got to go all the way back to 21.
I'm fine with that
Magic
because
Johnson
Penny's better than Magic. I agree.
Really big point guard. He's a niche player. He can't helps run. Switch everything. He's probably the first player in the game that you can really do to switch everything defense with, which is going to become the most toxic way to play this game. You got to give him some badges. Shooting is, give or take, it's all right. Magic Johnson's dribble style is okay. Good in the post. He's a kind of niche player, but he's a 6'9" point guard, and he can, especially on defense, he can be the best point guard in the game.
Magic
playing a switch everything style defense. So now we're gone from 21 all the way back up to number 10, and it's Penny Hardaway. I was very confused, and I was like, "Where's Magic?"
Yeah, Penny's better than Magic. I agree.
Well, he's not
100% agree.
Switch everything setting. Penny has got goal interceptor, so he's still not going to be terrible on defense. Not going to be great on the defensive end either, but he has got Dimer Hall of Fame, Floor General Hall of Fame, needle threader, bullet passer. He's got 83 3 ball with a decent enough release. That release is not as bad as other years. A hot zone in an important spot, but he's got quick dribble style.
Penny can move, man. He's tall. He's just kind of the jack of all trades at that point guard position, and that's what I like about
switch
it.
Onto power forward. He can also guard. You can probably put him guard into small forward in situations. If you want to put say a Scotty on ball,
it's just his release is really bad. That's the only thing about Penny. But Harden came out over a month ago. He's really good.
He's absolutely fantastic. And number 9, we've got Gary Payton.
Oh, he went with both the point guards, huh?
Payton and Penny Hardaway. I'm going to put Payton ahead of him.
I like Gary a little bit more. I think he's the best point guard in the game.
Payton yesterday, and I really like them, but they are, in my opinion, one
they're really close.
Point guards. Payton, you've got like ball stripper, clamps, menace. While you don't get the limitless spot up of like an Iverson, you get the way better defense. He's also got the best behind the back in the game.
And he's got a decent 3 ball, like 83 3 ball is
not my favorite release, but it's not bad either.
I like Gary. It's better than Penny's release.
Payton's way better than Curry and Iverson. I'm just gonna put it out there right now.
I agree.
Then number 8, we got Rudy. He's so nice.
Okay, look, I know a lot of people might not like Rudy in their top 10. I have a small sample size with him.
Or 88 defense.
He played
overall.
Okay for me when I used him. He looks like a solid guard though. Wingspan solid.
Good block, good steal, good lateral.
No limitless hurts him a little bit. You give him intimidator, you give him rebound chaser, rim protector. You
probably want to give him
box, those type of badges.
Intimidator and post lockdown.
Post lockdown probably, yeah. You're gonna need to give him all those defensive badges.
Handles for days does matter. Because if you do want to use him as like your primary ball handler, but
I'm thinking he's best at the power forward position too, probably.
He's got the best SIGs in the game. Like he has got the best SIGs in the game. Quick dribble style, Scotty behind the back, Rudy jump shot. I'm not even kidding. He right now has the best SIGs in the game.
I mean, what more could you want?
6'8", huge body.
I think as time goes on, we're gonna start appreciating Rudy more and more. I just don't.
7'3" wingspan.
Right now, I think this is a good spot.
2K DB, we're basically saying telling us about his player build. He has the largest player build in the game, and he has also got quiet arms. So he looks. I've seen him stand beside guys that are 6'9", and Rudy looks about 2 inches taller. He feels about 6'11", 7 foot in game.
7 foot is crazy.
So nice, and he's not that much worse than Opal LeBron. I'm just putting it out there. Then we get Kevin Durant, or sorry, no, not Kevin Durant. Then we get Giannis.
You're gonna put KD in the top 5.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. So for some people, Giannis will be number 1, but a lot of people are gonna struggle with that 69th.
They will. They will. A lot of people are not going to be able to agree with him.
Some people, if you go with his 3 ball and you
with.
want him higher, that's fine. But there are a lot of people that are going to struggle with that. So he's great at everything except shooting.
Gotta badge up those shooting badges.
He's brilliant at everything except shooting.
It's just that
Feel
simple.
good, block good, 89 lateral, great. He's one of the best defensive players in the game, regardless of the fact he doesn't have that.
I just love his player model, and that's kind of why I'm high on Giannis.
One thing I don't like
I don't play
Giannis
the game enough right now to really green
this year
consistently
he doesn't
with
have
him.
a dribble weird behind
really
or glitchy behind the back. He's got the awful Steph Curry behind the back. And I'm just saying this might be the worst year of Giannis.
So far. I mean, we still got to remember when Giannis does get that Hall of Fame interceptor card, when he does get like an 83 ball.
Like if they keep Giannis with slasher dribble style,
it's not going to matter.
If this is the worst Giannis has ever moved in 2K. This is the best Giannis has ever been on defense. This is also the worst Giannis has ever been on offense. I don't think it's going to be the year Giannis. Trust me, I don't think it's going to be.
I don't know, DBG. I don't know, man.
At number 6.
Number 6
Kevin
for
Durant,
KD.
93, 90
Probably about right. He's good.
9 speed, 90 acceleration, 93 3 ball. KD has got, like, he can get interceptor. Give him
the thing that's good about KD is he can play the 3 and he is, this long. Good release.
Play him at the 3, don't play him at the 4. But he's also got, like, half quick, or go quick for a step, half sniper.
He's just all around a solid player.
87 lateral, and he's got Scottie Pippen, shifty, and counter out release. Slightly worse than Rudy Siggs, but not that much worse. Really not that much worse.
I think KD's really, really good.
I wish he was 6'10", but for some reason his normal card is 6'10", but he's shrunk to 6'9" in his moments.
They'll probably make
that. You want to know the reason why he shrunk to 6'9" in his moments? Because Kevin Durant, when he played with Golden State Warriors, was listed at 6'9", and since he moved to the Brooklyn Nets, his listing changed to 6'10", and instead of basing the moments card off the current card, which is what 2K used to do in all other years, they would base the moments card off the current card, which is what they did with like Devin Booker, why he has a shorter wingspan. They decided we're gonna
DBG. No wonder you're a teacher, man. Like my goodness, he going in depth.
His pink diamond and turn it into the moments card. So his moments card.
I bet later on this year we'll see a 6'10" card.
It. So absolute sheer laziness. 2K didn't want to input a few stats, so they copied and pasted everything from these 2 Kevin Durants, where he was actually listed at shorter height, rather than copying and pasting all the SIGs and everything from this Kevin Durant and just adjusting stats. They just went complete laziness on it, which makes him a bit smaller. If he was 6'10", he'd be even higher on this list, honestly.
Top 5 time.
2K's laziness.
He got Clay in the top 5. But, I don't know, man. The more I use Clay, it's like the side-to-side killed Clay.
95 offense, 96 defensive overall.
It really killed
90
Clay.
speed, 90 acceleration, 96 3 ball.
Hurt him quite a bit.
He's
still really good, but
he's also got a gold sniper.
It's just tough.
Told him on the spot.
The shooting guard
good on
position
defense.
is really tough right now.
Half quick first step.
You got Kobe, you got Kawhi. It's just tough.
He's also got the Trae Young behind the back, which is not bad. Clay's release on quick. I don't even like Clay's release on quick. I still think it's slow even on quick.
It is slow.
But like Clay was number 1 last time. There are 2 guards better than him, so I can't put him number 1.
And that's the problem. Like the shooting guard position is just
so good, lads. And we got David Robinson. Not David. David
that
Robinson.
Is crazy to me, DBG. This is crazy. You want to know why? What is crazy? I wish I had a clip right now of DBG saying Marc Gasol is better than David Robinson.
84 speed.
Things have changed.
It did matter when he first came out. It doesn't matter anymore. They kind of changed.
Things have changed.
That means
I think D-Rob is a top center of the game. I don't know if I like him more than KG, though. KG to me is a top 7 or 8 card.
3 ball. Really good release. He's not going to dribble it at all. But he's got a big player build. He sets screens.
D-Rob is really good, guys.
He can be an inside big. He can stand in the corner. It does not matter.
As far as an all-around center, he is really good.
Even off rip. Even without getting many badges. He can go up and do any of those jobs in elite rate.
It's just his release
Number 3,
is so
Kobe.
good. The GOAT. I love Kobe in this game.
93 speed, 93 acceleration.
I love Kobe, man. He is
all the,
so
like,
elite.
Kobe escapes where he can, which is insane. It's hard to burst out of it now. Bad layup package, but he will dunk quite well. He's also a brilliant shooter.
He is elite
gold range center,
too.
Or half blind, half goal shooter, half dead, half sniper. He's also got half clamps, half intimidator, half pogo, half target defender. Kobe release chicken. For me, he's just better Clay. Like you want to give him
he's
Chef.
Way better play. Way better
only
Clay,
75th can guess Chef. But for me, he's just better Clay. And he's in here at number 3. And number 2, we got LeBron.
Not the best card in the game. He went with Kawhi.
I'm not
the best card in the game. That's fine.
Biggest fan of LeBron because I've been using LeBron as like when I've been using him. I've been trying to use LeBron like his previous years where he's always the primary ball handler and he's just not.
You gotta just play Bron at power forward, man. You just have to.
He can't move.
Just gotta play him at power forward.
You give LeBron the ball, he will not move at a fast pace. But he's the best corner defender in the game outside of Giannis.
He is so elite.
He's close to Giannis. But
And on the offensive end, he's better than
shoots
Giannis.
He's like, imagine if you had 99% of Giannis's defense with way better shooting. Like, way better shooting.
On the defensive end of the court,
also better dunk animations.
He might be the best all-around defensive player
LeBron's
in the game.
better on-ball defender than Giannis as well. So for me, I think LeBron's better than Giannis. Again, I'm also happy I sold my LeBron for $1.2 million and made a lot of MT. But yeah, that's it with LeBron. And then at number 1,
Kawhi, man.
Best player in the game.
Kawhi, he can do it all, man. I agree after I did my gameplays yesterday that Kawhi was the best.
I don't know what more to say. He's basically Jimmy Butler. Except he's got better behind the back.
And a better release.
And range extender. The best, and he's also got his own defensive stance. The best on-ball defender in the game.
Kawhi's
the best shooting cone in the game.
Yep.
As in, there is no player that plays nearly as good defense as him that shoots as well as him. His upper
100% agree.
Brilliant.
And he's got Hall of Fame quick first step. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the 102 upper. It's so smooth.
So on the break,
dribbling's not even bad.
If you're in transition, you can spam his behind the back, and it works pretty damn well. Kawhi is the number 1 player in the game. The number 1 2 guard, the number 1 small forward. I agree. Play him, but if you have the MT, and you were looking to play competitively, again, most people that have this kind of MT to get Kawhi Leonard are really in the process of just building a great team. Kawhi's the best player in the game.
I agree. He's a guy, if you want the best team in the game,
I'm not going to get him.
You have to get Kawhi Leonard.
And the reason for that is obviously my MT is there to keep me through like April, May. If there are going to be a lot of good cards around 100k that I'm going to want to pick up throughout the year, and I just always want the MT to do that for my series. But Kawhi, look, Kawhi's the best.
Kawhi is the best card in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Overall, not a bad list from DBG. I was a little confused, honestly, with KG being so low. George Mikan was high. There was another diamond card that I was so stunned on when I saw. In general, though, a pretty good list. Marcus Smart a little high as well, but can't really hate DBG, man. A good overall list, but some of these cards were just blasphemy. It's going to wrap it up, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.